Matt, have you ever heard of goblin mode?
Goblin mode. I have not, but let me try to guess what it might be.
Yeah.
Goblin mode. Is it something you can install into your computer? Something like that?
No.
Some kind of phone feature?
No.
Oh. I give up. There are no other things.
Goblin mode is when you go into a behavior that does not better you.
Oh.
Or complete lack of aesthetic. The opposite of bettering yourself.
Like it's going to make you look bad to other people, or?
Or like when you wake up in the middle of the night and go to the kitchen and have a midnight snack and you're thinking to yourself, oh, this is so goblin mode. Or when you find yourself on the couch watching trash TV for like the third hour, you're like, oh, goblin mode. As you wipe the Cheez-It crumbs from your chest and your face. And so it's called goblin mode.
Goblin mode.
I didn't know it had a name.
Me neither. Is this a new? Is this something that the teens are tweeting us? The tweens are teaching us. Just go with me on this.
I thought you were. I was like, wow, look at you combining. We're learning through Twitter.
Yeah, I did that on purpose. That was that was on purpose. Yeah.
A TikTok comment said, "Everyone is so perfect all the time online. It's good to get in touch with the strange little creature that lives inside you."
Goblin mode.
And not everyone can be perfect all the time. So everyone deserves to go goblin mode from time to time.
All right. Have you gone goblin mode anytime recently?
Not recently, but I think I'm due.
Do you associate it more with like food and bad health choices, or
maybe I associate more with sloth, with laying around and and not doing things that I should be doing,
not being productive?
Yeah.
Oh yes. Well, then I feel like whenever I'm at my house, I'm goblin mode. Then just with the general disarray in the place. I got my diet pretty well dialed in, but as far as the organizational skills, I think we've talked before about my lack of roommate leads to untidiness. Because I've had roommates before, and I cleaned up by virtue of the fact that I didn't want to. You know, you got that roommate shame. You got to keep the roommates happy,
right? Plus, you don't have anybody to blame it on.
True, that's right.
Yeah.
Just
walking around and be like, who left this stuff laying around?
Exactly. Good point. Yeah.
That's what I say when I walk through my house.
No one to blame. Yeah, you got the children, you got Monty, and now the puppy.
Well, now the puppy. Yep.
Who left this turd over here?
Right.
Monty, come on.
Again.
Get it together. Goblin mode. Thanks, Kate. Goblin mode.
I think I'm due.
So not you're due for what? Goblining out?
I think I'm due for some goblin mode. Yeah.
Yeah? What kind of goblin? So goblin mode, once again, you think it's more of a general slothiness?
Well, for me personally.
Okay. But for some people, it could be
the opposite of bettering yourself.
Like you get wasted or something and black out or something like that. It'd probably be a pretty intense goblin mode, right? Okay.
That could be it.
Could be a pretty wide variety of things. But okay, so for your particular goblin mode, Kate, what would that be, do you think?
Lay on the couch with a blanket, all snuggled in, not going anywhere, with maybe some garbage TV, or maybe like getting caught up on TV.
Garbage TV.
Like I've got some shows I need to get caught up on. Maybe I should get caught up.
F-Boy Island?
Still haven't seen that.
Oh my God. Oh, wow. Can't believe I let you get away with this.
I know. I'm waiting for a season 2.
Really?
So I can really binge it.
Okay. Yeah, that would be full gob right there.
Full gob.
Indeed. Kate, we may be late to this, but did you see that doors and wheels? Like, how many doors and wheels are there in the world? Like, what are there more of? Doors or wheels?
No.
You missed this one. Okay.
Yeah. Under a rock.
So it is a mental exercise where you got to think, how many doors are in the world versus how many wheels? Which do you think there are more of, doors or wheels? Now, without me diving into too much, because obviously I don't want to volunteer too much because I want to hear what you think on that. Generally, the idea that we're having a thought experiment like this and specifically, potentially, like, which do you think there are more of, and why? It's a pop quiz on Matt and Kate.
I know. I had a first instinct of saying wheels.
Okay.
But the more you kept talking, the more I kept thinking, well, maybe it's doors. Because we specifically mean wheels on the outside of things, not like in gadgets where like wheels turn.
I think like if you open a drawer, for example, it's got like those little wheels in there that help glide it along. I think those count.
Okay. See, that's where I was first thinking wheels. And then I wondered if it's just automobiles. I'm going to go with wheels.
Yeah, I think that's right. It's like in this room alone, let's see, there's 3 chairs in this room, each one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wheels on those. So that's 15 wheels right there. And then there's a cabinet door, 1, 2, 3. I think these windows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 windows probably have wheels in there somewhere. Maybe not. Oh, the blinds do. Drawstring on the blinds. There's little wheels in there, right?
How did I miss this?
I don't know. Maybe it's a Twitter thing. Maybe it's a more Twitter-based deal. And you know how I like to punish my brain with Twitter.
Right.
And read all the people I follow. Oh, yeah, you should follow me on Twitter, dear listener. Stooks on Twitter, STOOKS. Kate's on there too, but she just lurks.
I'm a lurker. KDB13.
KDB13. Now that means Kate, and then the letter E, B, because you do not go by Katie. But you are KDB because your middle name is Elizabeth?
Yeah.
Kate EB.
Yep.
KDB.
When you address the listener, dear listener.
Yes.
I find that very endearing.
Oh.
I'm listening to a book right now where they wait till the very end of the book to address the reader. And they say, of course, reader, blah, 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 blah. But it's an Australian narrator.
Oh, okay.
So it sounds like, of course, Rita. And I'm like, who the hell's Rita? There is no Rita in this. I had to rewind it like 4 times. I'm like, why are we talking about Rita? Who is Rita? And then it was like, reader. Okay.
Wow, Australian.
Why did you wait till the end to talk to me? You could have talked to me through the whole book. Come on.
Was this read by the author?
No. But the author is Australian, but no, not read by the author.
Huh. I wonder if that's why they chose that narrator.
Because she's Australian?
Well, look at me being gender normative. I jumped to the conclusion that it was a guy. But no.
Oh, no. Yeah.
It's a lady.
It's a lady. From a lady author. Both from Australia. But this narrator is fantastic because there's lots of accents in the book. And she does all the accents.
Oh, okay.
And then goes back to her Australian. And yeah, she's good.
She should pony up her Midwestern accent then for the narration part.
Wouldn't
it be funny if she is from like Missouri or Kansas or something and
and stuck
fakes
with the Australian accent?
Yeah, to mimic the author.
That'd be funny.
Kaboom! There goes my mind.
Yeah, dear listener made me think of course, reader. I'm like, wait, who's Rita?
But they did not say dear reader.
No. I know. Not that endearing.
Do you think people think I'm sincere when I say dear listener?
Are you being sincere?
Yeah. No, I cherish our listeners.
I thought so.
Yeah. They're great.
The way you posed it, though, is like, do you think they get it? Are they being fooled? Because I'm fooling them.
Well, I don't know if I'd volunteer that part, into the microphone.
Right.
I would tell you how I'm trying to fool our listeners. Off mic, Kate.
Wink, wink.
Yeah.
Nudge, nudge.
But don't worry, dear listener, I don't want to fool you. I don't aim to fool you. I have no need to fool you. There you go. Now, I might accidentally fool you by being wrong about something. That's my biggest concern about this show, Kate, is being wrong about something.
Oh, I'd let that go.
Really?
Yeah. What's the worst that's going to happen?
Well, I could be a bad influence on society, I could be, unknowingly spreading some QAnon, whatever, it's conspiracy.
don't you think you'd have some sort of realization that what you're saying might not be correct?
You know what I heard they're doing in the pizza joint in New York City? Right.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you need to let that go.
All right. Well, it's good to have your guard up, you know. Those who are paranoid about being wrong are probably better at not being wrong, maybe?
It means you have a harder time with being wrong.
Oh.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, well, I don't want to be foolish.
You need to allow yourself to be wrong, though, every now and then. You can't be right all the time.
Okay.
Put your shoulders down. You got this. It's okay.
All right.
You are human.
Fine.
And what's the worst? Okay, but what's the worst that's going to happen? Maybe you say something wrong, and then somebody in their car goes, "Oh, that's not right, Matt," and they go along their merry way.
That'd be even horrible. That'd be worse because I need them to tell me, "Hey, you were totally wrong on this deal," and that way,
You don't.
I can follow up.
You don't need that.
I can tell.
You don't need that.
I can follow up with the other listeners and say, "Hey, my bad."
Because then you're going to overthink it, and then you're going to lose sleep over it. It's okay to be
probably
wrong. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right.
Pep talks with Kate.
Yeah, no kidding. Thanks, Kate.
Sure. I don't think it'll work, but I'm trying.
You don't think it'll work? You don't think it's going to take, huh? Okay.
Nuh-uh. Or even like nudge away at the chip. But
okay.
I tried. I'm going to keep trying.
I appreciate that, Kate. Resilience.
Yeah. Let it go, Matt. Then it's going to get like intense. It went from all niceties and you got this. It's okay. Shut it down, man.
I know.
Let it go.
Sometimes people just need to come at me.
Come at me, bro.
Yeah. There are certain people, there are certain bosses that I've had, possibly currently still have, who have given me feedback before about our show. And I'm like, do you talk to everyone this way? Like, I'm fine. I can take blunt criticism, but do you talk to everyone like this? I don't know. Might want to work on that bedside manner or that microphone side manner.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about.
I do.
Yeah.
And I think he must know that you can handle that. That's why he talks to you like that. Because I think he knows I can't handle that. So he sugarcoats things in rainbows and sunshine before he talks to me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
He must know that you're tougher. Tough enough.
Or he just thinks I'm worse. You know? Could be.
I don't think so.
I'm in need of more attention, Kate.
That doesn't make you worse.
Oh. Okay.
As a parent with children who need attention and the children who need more attention at certain times, doesn't make them worse.
Okay. That's fair. All right.
Okay.
When you put it that way.
It just means you need to give that one more attention.
Next time I talk to him, I'll have to say, Kate and I think you're a parental figure for us.
Oh, God.
Maybe you love us both differently, but you have different tactics with each.
It's almost like I could hear his eyes rolling.
Probably.
He's going to say that was Kate's idea, wasn't it?
He might be listening and then later on tells me this segment was dumb. I don't know.
Like, don't talk about me.
Can't wait. I know you were talking. We didn't mention your name. We have lots of bosses in this company, Kevin. I mean, we have lots of bosses in this company.
Mr. Sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
I took the dog to her first vet appointment yesterday.
Oh, I was hoping we get a puppy update today. Yeah.
Yeah, and they have linoleum floors.
Okay.
Which she hates. So she just I brought her in and she just sat down. She wouldn't go anywhere. She wouldn't walk anywhere. So I had to pick her up and carry her. And then when we were in the vet room, waiting for the vet, she's all on my lap and snuggled in because I put her on the floor and she didn't do anything. So I had her.
She peed on you.
No, but because she was on the floor of the vet, there's every other dog hair.
Oh.
So she put it on me. I was like, oh my God, I'm covered in dog fur. I don't even know the dogs.
Foreign dog.
Yeah.
How many hundreds of dogs are on me now? Like that?
And I know they cleaned the room, but I'm thinking just maybe putting her down in the first place or whatever. So the vet was like, she's real calm, huh? It's her nap time. She's ready to take a nappy nap. So like the vet was expecting like this little puppy ready to like bounce around and sniff on everything. And she's like, no, I don't like where I'm standing. So I'm just going to sit here and sleep.
Clean bill of health for the pup?
She's great.
She needs shots or something? Or
She had to get a shot and she did great. She didn't even notice because she was eating her treats. And then we have to go back in a couple weeks and get rabies and
fun.
she's good.
Now, what's the deal with not liking linoleum? So at your house, you've got like hardwood-ish or a hard floor or something, right?
Yes. And she is venturing out a little bit onto that floor, but she does not like it. It's like our living room carpet is her invisible fence. And
Okay.
I'm kind of okay with that
Yeah.
because she stays in, she's not like in the mudroom. She's not under my feet in the kitchen. Yeah.
But those would be superior places if she drops an impromptu deuce, right?
I'm not as much worried about deuces as I am a pee-pees.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because you can lift the deuce.
The deuce doesn't even like sit on the carpet very long. Yeah. Wouldn't even know it was there.
Whereas the urine saturates.
It does.
Yeah. Okay.
It does.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's gross. But she just doesn't like the floor. She doesn't like she kind of does this like little prance thing, like almost robotic, because she doesn't like the way that the floor feels. Or she could just be like at the vet where she just plops down. She's like, I'm not going anywhere. Carry me.
You think it's kind of slippery?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She just doesn't feel secure on it.
Oh.
I know.
Are you going to try to train that out of her or not?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Like we took her to Shields over the weekend because you can bring dogs in there.
Oh, really?
We're like, come on, let's go. Because we thought there'd be lots for her to smell and walk around and get her tired. And we put her down and she was just like, nope, not doing it.
So what'd you do?
Picked her up and carried her.
Okay.
She's only 13 pounds. She just snuggled in and throw her on your shoulder like a baby. And she sleeps up there.
Yeah, you get some good compliments.
Yeah. Lots of kids wanted to pet her.
Lots of dogs there.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
She didn't want anything to do with them, but it's okay.
Okay, I've never been into this place. This is kind of like if you go in, you should expect to see dogs, plural, when you go into Shields.
You can some days, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. They have a pretty big pet section and hunting section, so you can bring your hunting dog or...
Huh.
Yeah.
Fascinating. So many places are dog friendly now.
Yeah.
So much so that a lot of dog owners are just trying to make all of them dog friendly. I'm just going to bring my dog in here and see if they tell me something about it. Don't you think?
I'm not that person. I'm going to make sure that it's a dog friendly place before.
Well, did Shields ever put up a sign that said dogs welcome? Or is it just something that organically happened?
I don't know that it's organically happened other than it has always been.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, because I know the Apple Store has been that way forever.
The Apple Store is dog friendly?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have bet on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember being in there when, like, from time to time, you'd have a little little barking competition.
Oh.
The place wasn't, like, full of dogs, but yeah, you should not be surprised if you go into an Apple Store and there's a dog or two in there.
Okay.
Now, are you hyped to go to an Apple Store?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Never.
No? Why not?
No. If I'm at the Apple Store, it's because something's wrong.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
And so it's not going to be cheap. And it's not going to be where I want to spend my Saturday.
You could go there and buy something. Yeah.
It's not going to be cheap.
Yeah,
I don't have anything that I'm going to like buy new. It would be to replace something. So something would have to be Baroque.
And then you would just fix it? Pay to get it fixed? You wouldn't buy new? You'd rather buy new and have them like ship it to you? Or do you buy from the carrier store or what?
Depends. I know that our last phones came from the carrier. But I think the iPad came from the store or online.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's too easy with the shipping to not need to go in there and deal.
Yeah.
With what can often be a big crowd.
Yep. But usually if something's wrong, like I want to just walk in and be like, hey, can you help me? But it's like, oh, you have to get an appointment and then you have to wait and then it's not when you're ready. And it's, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It doesn't sound like a fun tech support visit. Luckily, you can do so much of that on the phone now or even over chat.
Yeah.
Kind of a revelation.
Would that be like a second job you'd be interested in?
Doing tech support on... No.
Just chat?
No, I don't think so.
No?
No, I already feel like there's no time. There's never any time. I'm so excited. I'm so scared. I'm nearly popping caffeine pills, you know?
Gotcha.
Spano style.
Spano.
Now, where did the time go? Is what I often think. And I don't think... more cash is always fun, more expendable income, but I don't really need it.
I just figured that would be like the easiest second job. You could just sit at home and answer texts and be like, oh, yeah, try blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I think those people are managing, like, I don't have any experience doing this, but I'm fairly certain those people are managing like 10 chats at a time often.
Oh. I wouldn't be able to keep track of them.
I think they are helping multiple people at once do tech support, yeah. Whether or not it's 10, I'm not sure, but
okay.
I think there's lots of I think you actually have to turn your brain on and pay attention. And I'd like to leave this building and turn my brain off until I come back in.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yep. Ideally.
Hey, Matt, I've got a what would you do kind of job-related thing.
Okay.
One of my friends is leaving her job, but she didn't like her company's coffee pot. So she brought in her own coffee pot and she brought in like K-cups and it was like community. She was sharing it with everyone.
Okay, yeah.
But now she's changing jobs.
Oh.
She's wanting to take her stuff with her. And there's already been like some pushback from her coworkers like, well, you can't take that with you. What would you do?
Depends on how expensive of a coffee maker we're talking about. $100, you think?
Maybe.
Yeah, I'd just leave it.
Really?
Well, what about you?
I think I'd take it.
Oh.
Because what if my new job has a coffee pot that I hate? So at least I bring one that I know that I like, and I've already purchased one.
Interesting. Because we currently have Small Appliance Central happening in our break room, which I think are multiple small appliances from different coworkers' houses.
Yeah.
So I'd be curious to know what they would do. Yeah.
I think the boss should say if the people want to keep it, they should pay her for it or buy her a new one. They'd be better off buying themselves a new one.
Well, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Like, turns out people like this amenity.
And she said her boss isn't like being rude about it, but she said some of her coworkers are being rude about it. She's like, but it's my coffee pot.
What kind of coffee pot is it, did you say?
I guess it's a Keurig.
It's a Keurig.
Which is not a coffee pot.
Okay, why? What was wrong with the communal coffee pot?
She didn't like it.
She didn't like the way the coffee it produced?
Yeah. So she just brought her own and decided, it's community. Everybody can use it.
Man, I think drip brewed coffee is so much better than the Keurig equivalent. I shouldn't say so much better. If you are the coffee drinker in your house or whatever, like you guys have a Keurig, right?
Yeah.
Which is basically Monty.
Yeah.
That uses that.
Not basically Monty. It is Monty.
You don't put cocoa in there or anything like that?
No.
Oh, you ever considered?
No. I used to do hot water through it to do hot cocoa, but it tastes like coffee. So I get the electric kettle out and I just boil hot water that way. Monty has all the pieces for fancy pantsy coffee, like the French press and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But because of time, during the week, he just does Keurig.
Yeah, it's a big production making coffee.
Yeah. Which I'm not a coffee drinker, but on the, on the scale of convenience, I think I'd probably lean towards a Keurig. Just because, like, boom, go.
As far as convenience goes, yeah, I've got a little stovetop. I think it was branded as stovetop espresso, but it's clearly not. It's more like what a lot of people describe as a mocha pot. Like maybe I've mentioned this before.
I don't even know what the hell those things are.
So it is a stainless steel, like three-piece steel. The bottom piece holds your cold water. So you put cold water in there up to like there's a steam release valve. And then on top of that, you put the little filter that you throw some little metal filter kind of funnel that sticks down into the water. and then you put your coffee grounds on that, and then you screw on the top piece, which has another kind of filter, and then it boils and shoots that water straight up into a little pitcher-like looking thing that's attached on top. And it's basically a 1-cup coffee maker, and it is a big to-do. Yeah. Makes really nice coffee, though.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. But yeah, if I'm in a hurry, I mean, that's one of the reasons why I stopped brewing tea in the morning, and that's far less involved. Like, I could save 5 minutes.
So you think you would leave it behind?
I guess it depends on how much I liked my coworkers, too. And if she's on a tight budget, then that's a big factor, too.
I would just think it'd be so easy for the coworkers to have to buy their own coffee pot or whatever, coffee maker.
Let's just each throw in $5 to get a coffee, to get a Keurig.
And they had one before her.
What happened to it?
I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe they sit side by side. Yeah. But she was like, what would you do?
So there's 2 Keurigs there?
No, it was like a coffee maker. And she didn't like it, so she brought her Keurig.
Oh, you're hurting my brain. Coffee pot, right?
You're hurting my brain. The coffee that they had at her office, she didn't like it, so she brought in her own Keurig.
Yeah.
She brought in the own K-cups. She brought in cream and sugar. And then everybody started using hers. So now she's leaving, and she wants to take it with her. Because what if the same thing happens at her new job? She doesn't like their coffee, so she just brings her own coffee. But some of her coworkers are giving her trouble about taking the coffee with her because she brought that in as community. It should stay community.
Gotcha. I got confused. I thought you said they had a Keurig before.
No.
Gotcha. I understand.
Yeah.
So is it possible that they're just like they're just ribbing her? They're just being fun. Like they like her as a coworker and they're just kind of messing with her?
She is not taking it that way.
No, they are being 100% serious. No, we kind of really want you to keep that Keurig here.
That is how she is taking it.
Yeah, that's weird.
I think they're just mad that she's leaving.
Aw.
I don't have anything to base that on. I'm just like, they're just jealous you're getting out.
Is it a pretty bad workplace?
I don't think so, but
okay.
That's just me trying to make light of, they're just mad you're leaving. It's displacing the anger. They're just upset that you're leaving, so they're making it about the coffee and not about, we're sad that you're going.
That must be a really bad coffee maker they have, or just enough people like to have coffee from time to time in the afternoon when they don't want to brew a whole pot or something. That blows my mind.
I mean, if you ask me, coffee is disgusting, so they should just get over it. Start drinking water.
Still think we should try to get you to be a coffee drinker.
Nah.
Meh.
Nah.
Have you tried putting a bunch of booze in there?
No, I'd rather have just a bunch of booze.
Fill it with Baileys? Okay. Half Baileys, half coffee? You tried that?
That ruins the Baileys.
Okay.
Yeah. Why ruin the Baileys?
All right. That's fair. Keep my alcohol pure, says Kate.
Right?